why I like your variance is the lowest too. Should actually be a pretty easy lane. I think Kale is quite a useless champion. When will you go do a shirtless stream again? What do you mean again? You really shouldn't be walking up that far already. Because if they were sitting in that brush, we'd just like make them run away. Yeah, but I mean, you can think of scenarios like that. How do you miss that? The guy's hooked. Or the guy's bubbled. I want to help, but I also want to be in position to hit people already. Oh man, I can't imagine that's going to be a good play. I can bubble on that. I should be able to kill that guy. Just going to keep hitting whoever I can now. Should take this red. I didn't need to use Ignite actually, it was only 50 life. That's pretty dumb of me. Oh nice, the thing was helping us too. Alright, those are the sums I know got used. Kill support is a thing. No, it's not. It's not very good at all. I have bubble, which changes my lane dynamic for the early stages, but once I hit level 2, it won't matter. It took a really long time to come into lane. Should be able to. Oh wow, I actually got cooked so hard. Stepping out of the brush was really bad by me. At least bubble him. Oh man, guess not. Just Wing off of myself and making sure I step back, get the mana flow band stacks going. Mostly just auto attacking him as much as possible. Anytime he goes for minions, I want to make sure I'm creating pressure. It's also important to mix in my auto attacks. Need to be more conservative with my bubbles though. They're not producing nearly the results I want, so just be a little bit more slow on that. Pretty good trade for us. Oh, got a bubble on him. Nice. Well played by my AD. Still have Summoner heal, so I can always play like we're really aggressive on that. I'm gonna just go 2 points in W, but I think ideally I just reset here. Yeah, there's no point in me being in the lane. Actually, I'm gonna value a potion and a pink ward over the fairy charm part of the tier. And I'm just gonna work on a tier. Just helps me sustain a lot and means that I don't have any mana problems in any of the laning phase elements, so I just like it a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's not really a thing. You literally just like went coin and is just gonna feed the entire time. Don't have to worry about him basically even being in the lane. He's useless. I'm gonna make him fight pretty hard for the cannon. Oh, actually just gave it up. Just use my W right now to start topping him off. Get his HP full. My AD carry will probably want to back after this wave since he's probably at BF sword. I'm literally like 2v1ing the lane. That's how useless like the Kale is in these scenarios. Can bounce the heal off. Give him the E. Just lets him slow him. Pretty bad trade for them, because I can just heal a lot. Hoping my AD carry hit him one more time. Nice. Perfect. Good heal by him, too. Should be able to just push this in. Have him back and get BF. Although we can dive this guy. I need to be the one tanking. Make sure that he can't hit me with his Q or whatever, the dagger throw. I'm gonna run back to him. Oh, never mind. Can't get to him at all. That sucks.
Money. Making mountains.
I don't even know how I ended up that way. He just like walked the wrong way. I should be fine, actually. He wasn't able to get his dagger on me, so he actually just wasted his ignite. Perfect. Bare Knuckle Plays, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Really appreciate the support, and welcome, welcome. It's a low elo. This guy has already shown that he's a turbo nerd, and he'll chase me across the map, so I'm just like backing in a really, really safe spot. Puts me at tier already, which is really good. And we'll be working on Athenes as our first item now. Why the mana over the boots? I just don't need the boots. I don't have any threat of like someone killing me in this lane. Like I'm already winning a lot. I don't need the movement speed at all. When do you not get tier? I pretty much always get tier. It's just when do I get it. If I'm like winning a lane, then sometimes I'll get it earlier than if I'm losing. If I'm losing, then I prioritize getting like an item a bit better, like my Athenes. I want to give him one more heal before I go clear this, just so that the W is on cooldown. Now my AD carry is fucking hella leveled now. He's juiced. I just RM, honestly. I'd have just R'd him right there. Just done a bunch of damage to the support. Why tier over Chalice? I don't actually mean to put you on the spot, but it feels like a lot of people don't read what Chalice does. Chalice is not giving you that much regen anymore. That hasn't been in the game for almost... I want to say at least 3 years. I was going to say 5, but we'll use 3. Yeah. Chalice hasn't done what you think Chalice has done in a long time. Just force him to dash right there. So that's not like even a pot shot at anybody, like, because I've seen that comment like a lot. Well, I mean, he has to run over the trap, right? Wow, he actually didn't have to run over that trap. Chalice just gives you like 50% mana regen or something. It's not really that great of an item. It doesn't give you like the 1% regen when missing mana thing. You should walk into that bubble right there. You can Q him. Nice. Good harass. I want to stay pushed up, even if the jungler ganks. I don't really have too many concerns about him killing me. Three seasons? Yeah, it's probably about 3 seasons. You can just wave on this. Make sure I'm tanking the turret. Oh, actually. Like... what has Kale done in this lane? Like, he's just sat around, picked his nose, and used a heal every once in a while. Like, he's useless. Just not a valuable champion. Who cares if he gives an ult that makes you immune to damage for, what, 1.5 seconds? It's not valuable. It's just worthless. We'll just get full lucidity. Since I took the turret already, I'm gonna move around a lot. I want to have mobility for the map. Yeah, I don't mind going top. You picked a really big booger though. Yeah, exactly right. Then like he just doesn't do anything. I don't know. I've seen this fallacy a lot where like a lot of people talk to me And they're like, what do you think of like this champion? He does all these crazy things. But I can literally I can formulate a sentence like that to make any champion sound really awesome if I just list off their skills really enthusiastically. I'm actually not afraid to like push up on this guy. He definitely jumped away from me. I'm gonna pop this real quick and then make my way over to top. I'm just trying to make sure that I have a lot of wards so I can see if multiple people are reinforcing this location. Oh, nice. My Caitlyn's smurfing. If you lose this game, you play kill support? No. You just wave on this. Oh, this guy's toast. I think the Ignite will handle him. Yeah, just barely. It's always better to lead with your wave. That way it's easier for you to just bubble on top of that. Nice, the 0 and 3 AD carry killed my 0 and fucking 4 top laner. Well, at least the positive is we can get this turret and continue our snowball, but that's pretty troll. Should clear this wave. I have no idea why he didn't just clear that. Should just move ourselves to mid lane now. Just take the final turret. Especially against something like Kassadin who has like shit wave clear. At least your top laner knew how to lane swap. Honestly, I wish he just came into lane top lane and didn't kill himself. I'd have preferred that over what happened. I'm pretty sure he's about to die again. Well, I was correct. Should be a pretty easy turret to get. Should be able to get a lot of damage in on that. My Caitlyn's playing well because he's not afraid to lose HP. So he's like trading HP down on people. And then we have obviously the sustain advantage, right? So. One in 5 top laner. That guy is smurfing. I actually think there are 5 players mid. I'm just gonna flash out of that. It's not worth it. Just keep topping off my AD carry right now. His health matters more. I can always just play behind him if I lose too much of my HP. If I had a better read on that, I could have been way better for me. Because if I had waved when he popped out and then bubbled, he would have just died. Please. You're inting. You're not fucking lagging, you're inting, bro. I'm lagging as my duo. Should get a new duo partner, bro. This guy's 1 in 6 and half the CS of his lane opponent. He probably shouldn't be in this game. They're literally sitting like 3 to 4 players mid just to make sure they don't lose a turret. It's pretty wild, actually. Mostly just waiting to see if he double jumps in. Can get a bunch of damage on that. I have to be really careful just because my Caitlyn's not like online right now, so he doesn't do an insane amount of damage. If they get on top of me, I'll probably die before he kills anybody. Yeah, fucking lucky ass piece of shit. If I just wasn't lagging. You can usually kind of tell like if someone's standing behind him just like based on how this guy walks. Just wave on that. Keep cutting out. Just give him as much damage as possible. Well, their Shaco's definitely above us. I want to clear that before I reset. Damn, I can't actually clear that. I feel like my Camille is just... This guy's inting. Like, you're literally inting. Just don't come back, please. I can win the game if you just aren't connected to it. Please, just go away. Don't walk into a lane. Like, don't do anything. Just sit in the fountain. I definitely can't walk from this corridor. At least my Kha'Zix is farming well, so it's like not too big of a deal. Although that guy's pretty dead right now because a bunch of other people are gonna run over to him. Oh, I fucked up. I shouldn't have walked to this. Not unless my Caitlyn was already walking with me. That pike hook is not going to hit anybody. Definitely going to need to work on an Ardent next. It is definitely difficult to play this game though. Shouldn't send that many people over. That guy doesn't do any damage right now. I am very thankful, but eventually he will be a problem. I feel like this will be a really long game. He's just dead again. Like, the guy is just griefing. He's going Bramble Vest. I don't actually know if we can defend this turret. Can just bubble and wave on that. Just gonna keep putting pressure on them. Just auto attack them while I can. I definitely need to flash out of that. Make sure no one can get on top of me. Okay, I thought for sure that that was a clone. Oh, nice. We hit somebody with something. Just bounce this off of him. The good old E in and die strategy. Every pike does. Maybe eventually Caitlyn can 1v9, but man, he needs a lot of fucking items to do that, and they have a lot of champions that can get on top of him. I might actually just run it back down to try and fight for this turret. Oh, you don't need to EQ backwards like that. Definitely need to wave though. What the fuck is that flat? What is that blink? Gotta make sure he can't auto attack at least. That was quite poorly played by that guy. Alright, well, I get my Aether Wisp part of my Ardent. It definitely reinforces what I think about lower elo players, though. A lot of them are pretty hardcore self-sabotagers. Like, when I was playing my promos, when I was playing my placements or whatever, I played with a guy who said he was drunk and just, like, suicided a bunch of times, typed a bunch, and then, like, left the game, right? And he was duo with an Evelyn. It's like, why do you duo with people like that? In the same way, it's like, why do you duo with this player? I feel like a lot of people, like, trap themselves in relationships or something like that. That lead them into game states like this, where you're just playing with someone who's, like, actually just intentionally feeding on you. Should be a pretty easy Ocean Dragon to get. I can definitely wave through that. I want to bounce everything off. I shouldn't need to help him with the executes. Good, good. Got 2 of them. Should be able to get turret now. What's going on here? Nice. I gave him the E so I could get that juicy assist. On what supports do you get Shurelia's? I don't really build it on anything anymore. It's not bad on like Morgana or Bard. Should do Baron now. Baron, please. Oh, never mind. Get off it. Too bad. Pretty easy Baron off that. But if he suicides, then there's nothing I can do. My next 2 items are going to be Archangels and then probably Deathcap. Best part of the Evelyn at the end was I'm going to AFK, but I'm going to run around in circles so Autoban doesn't catch me. Yeah, that was some good coach for sure. Looks like the apple didn't fall far from the tree with that guy and the people he surrounds himself with. Can definitely clear this. I'm not too worried about the Cassin popping over. If he keeps chasing me, then he'll die to the Caitlyn, so I'm not worried about that. He doesn't know how to kill minions, so even though he's like building like a Cassidon, he won't be at the stage that normal Cassidons are for a while. Although I did just give up my ability to clear. I will AFK. These people are legit trolls. It was a shit call. It's not worth it for me to respond to it. It's too troll. It's too stupid. The stupid level is beyond exceptional. Can wave right here and at least get myself the space. Oh, what the hell? This fucking dagger thing must have came back up. I was gonna say wave right there just so that I can avoid dying to the clone. I probably should have just waved immediately though. Like I will AFK. Damn, dude. That's how fragile people's egos are. It's pretty nuts. Well, look at the inhibitor at least. You can probably just end the game after that. Oh, that was wrong ordering. I need to E him first, so Aerie went to him. Interesting. Well, I can definitely make it over to this. Oh, I was hoping to snag him on his blink. I'm just gonna go over the wall. But that guy should just probably be dead, right? Can at least keep chasing. Definitely do not want to get caught by that guy. He killed the Cassin and can just keep going here. Bubble on that. Slow him down with the auto attack. Nice ignite. I wasn't completely I've never been like very familiar with how long it takes for the stealth to come back up, so I mostly just ignited just to make sure that like if he stealthed at that time that he'd still die. Just end the game now. Can wave on this and potentially get a good bubble. At least got one. GG. Gripping with Baron Poggers is more just like my team just